What else do you have to do?
We got some show feedback, maybe.
Nice. So, Woody Nickname has to say, wait, all 3 of you were in fraternities in college? How is that possible? 2 of you seem pretty cool. Hey-ho.
Wait, which 2?
I'm assuming he's talking about me and Ship.
Wait, what? Well, yeah, I guess I just confirmed all that. See, the fraternity was for me, like, how to figure out how to get laid.
I had no intention of joining a fraternity, and I met the person that I became was now one of my closest friends, and I met my first week in school. Me and him were hanging out, and some guy was like, hey, you want to hang out with us? And we were like, sure. And the next thing I know, we were in their fraternity. It was like, it literally like fell into place like that.
But
I think that's how it works for the most part.
Yeah, but we didn't like go to rush events. There are some people that do that. They like go to the rush events and they go to all the different fraternities. And
we
they
had
see
to do
which one
that.
is...
We have to do that. We don't let anybody in who doesn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We just like started hanging out with someone who was 2 years older than us. And they were like, these guys are cool. They're in.
Was this a co-ed fraternity?
No, this was Sigma Alpha Mu.
Do you have to?
You
didn't have to pledge.
We pledged, but it was like we were like light pledges when we joined the fraternity.
I don't even want to hear about this. Do you know like all the secret like handshakes and shit?
Yeah, of course.
They probably told you like the wrong one.
If you let me finish.
Right. Did you save somebody's life?
No, but we did have a hell week, and that was kind of crazy. But when I joined the fraternity, we didn't have a house. It was like 7 guys. We had been disbanded and kicked off campus.
Rape?
And this was like our first year back.
Rape?
Second year back.
Was it rape?
I don't know. It was before my time.
It's probably rape. Sounds like rape.
Could have been. But so there were only 7 brothers in the fraternity when I joined. And by the time we left, we were up to like 40. And now there's a big house up on the hill. And it's like nice and prestigious. But I got in early. Which I think is probably why I joined it, because it didn't feel very...
Oh, they needed the numbers. Got it. So were you like a founding member, like a recharter or some shit like that?
I wasn't one of the recharting founders, but those were the seniors when I was a freshman.
Got it.
So they were, and again, these are all people I'm still friends with. I just had a Zoom chat with them again, the 3rd one, before we did this. So it's not like it was... but yeah, then it became a lot more formal by the 2nd semester of my freshman year. When I was already a brother. Then it became like really formal.
So you got to haze people.
I got to haze people. So
now I understand. Okay, I feel better now.
But I wasn't terribly hazed. The worst was probably our Hell Week. Although I remember they forced me to stay up for 24 hours straight, and it ended with a football game on the lawn, like a flag football game on the lawn.
Right.
And I had 104-degree temperature.
That's not great.
And I blacked out.
Right.
So they just took me back to my dorm room, and I woke up 3 days later.
Yikes.
So that's a thing that happened. So does that count? Is that enough hazing for
Sounds
you?
like a get out of jail free card to me. Oh, I have 104 fever. I guess I'll just sit this one out for a couple days. Because it's Hell Week, not Hell Day.
That wasn't Hell Week. That was another time. Hell Week was we didn't have a house, so we had to stay in a dorm room that was meant for 4 people, but there were 6 of us in addition to the 4 people that lived there.
Okay.
So we had to stay in like the little common area of this dorm room, and we all slept on the floor.
Okay.
And we couldn't do anything. We had to go just there. There were no cell phones.
And you had, for how long? For a week? For like 5 days
for a week.
Or so?
5 days, yeah. And we just spent all our time there. It was kind of like being in
You didn't have to go to class or anything?
We would go to class, and then straight from class, we had to go there. We couldn't eat our meals outside. We had to eat there, and it was stuff that they would bring us.
Right.
And we couldn't turn the TV on. The TV had to be turned on by someone who lived there.
Yeah, there's all these
and
stupid rules. We had to do that shit.
We couldn't watch what we want. That's how I got the Wombat nickname, was during that.
Oh, wait. What? What happened?
Yeah, we were sitting there, and during the Hell Week, and we were all stir crazy, and they put on the TV, and Dave, who was a brother, put on the Animal Planet or Nat Geo or whatever it was, and the first show that came on was a show called Wombats, Burrowers of the Bush.
Wow.
And the narrator came on and goes, "Wombats are stubby, furry, round little animals that like to sleep all day and eat all night long. And everyone turned around and goes, "You're a wombat." And that's it. And the name stuck.
I feel like
that was 25 years ago.
I feel like Shipwrecks Fraternity had like more hazing.
Shipwrecks Fraternity was probably like the, "Thank you, sir, may I have another kind?"
It wasn't that extreme.
Did you have to jerk off onto like a cracker or something?
No, I don't recall
No,
doing
it was just straight.
You don't remember doing that, or no?
No, we definitely didn't do that.
Okay.
He never
Bread
ate
counts as a
another
cracker,
man's
by the way.
Oh, does it? Details.
Right.
No. I did the whole thing. I basically picked the one that was more fun to play basketball at. There was two fraternities that had basketball hoops.
Right.
And I went through the rush. It wasn't really rush week. It was like pre-rush week or something. It was just like various people were like, "Hey, come out, hang out at our house." And I went to one and they weren't really that into playing basketball.
Right.
And then I went to the other one and like everybody was playing basketball.
This is the place for me.
I'm like, this is it.
I'm home.
My brothers.
Right.
Cheapies was probably similar to that, but replaced basketball with marijuana.
Nope. My friend had just joined this particular fraternity, and said he was just convinced me to join. Said it would be good for my social life. Like I said, I was trying to fucking get laid, and I couldn't get it together.
I mean, it was good for my social life too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we had a house the second. By the time I was a sophomore, we had a house again.
We didn't have a house at all. We had a floor in the dorm.
Oh, we had a house.
Now we have a house, but I'm sure it's disgusting.
We had a house. Now we don't have a house.
We had an off-campus house when I was there, and it was disgusting. And I thoroughly enjoyed living there, much more than I should have.
Right. We lost our dorm floor. The school took it away. So
who were you?
That's why we
what
have a
fraternity
house.
were you? What were you? A Pi?
Phi Kappa Tau.
I don't even know what that is. That sounds made up.
It's from Ohio, Shipwreck.
Yeah, I know that one.
It's from
Mm-hmm.
Miami of Ohio.
Sure, the birthplace of fraternities.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them birthed.
Yeah.
there.
It's a real
I
one.
was Phi Gamma Delta.
Our most famous alumnus is Paul Newman, I believe.
Nice.
There might be some new ones since I graduated.
I was going to say there's probably new ones for all.
Oh yeah,
of them.
PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Sorry, PewDiePie is the new one.
Ours was Johnny Carson.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Our fraternity had no juice, like no power at all. Like we didn't have a house. We weren't like there's some fraternities that have been there for 100 years probably, or I don't know how long, but a long fucking time. And ours was from the 80s we started, so like we didn't have any rich or our alumni were just had just graduated and didn't have any money or anything, so we couldn't get away with anything. So whenever there was any trouble at all that we got into, always the other fraternity had more juice. Like they had people who were like senators.
I kept thinking you were saying Jews.
Juice.
And I'm like, my fraternity was very Jewish.
No,
this is for you because I looked it up, and
Yeah.
I know you'll appreciate it, Cheapy.
Yeah.
Marv Albert was in my fraternity.
Yes.
Yes. So that's
I
about
like
famous.
stockings.
Oh, and Bernie Madoff. So we had
Great company.
This is
And
all
David
starting to make
Stern.
sense now.
yeah. Mhm.
Oh, good old fraternity life. We had our hell week. I got no sleep for a week basically.
Yeah, that was it. It's a week.
Of no sleeping, and we had to like run up fucking. I don't know. We had to run in the morning. They'd wake us up every morning and make us run in like combat boots.
Oh no, we didn't have to do anything
And
crazy or dumb like
fucking
that.
and then we still had to go to all of our classes and everything. And I remember being in a class in a basement, and it was like it was on like a nighttime class or some shit. And I'm sitting in the class. I'm so tired. I haven't slept in like any real sleep. We were sleeping on the floor, right? They give you like an hour a
Yep.
night or something.
Yep.
And I'm sitting in the class, and the guy's going on about something, and I start looking out the window, and I'm like, "Oh, it's snowing out." And then I'm like, "Oh, there's an elephant." Wow. And then I'm like, "Oh, there's no window in here even. I'm in a basement." And then but you can't even go to sleep in the class because if you have any brothers in the class with you, they sit next to you and they keep you awake in the class. bad,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't that bad. Didn't have to jerk off out to anything.
No, I didn't have to do that ever. All I had to do was like memorize stuff.
My roommate had to do some crazy shit. He pledged like the illegal fraternity. He got thrown out of a moving car. He got like,
Oh,
What is
jeez.
it? Yeah.
yeah. He had to. He had to tell the RA on our floor that he was in a car accident because he was so beat up from one of the pledging events. It wasn't the one where he got thrown out of the car, incidentally. When he had to go to the bathroom, he'd have to walk down the hallway, and the bathroom was far from us. So he had to make up a story, like, car accident or some shit. Crazy, right?
That's messed up. See, I wouldn't want to be in that fraternity.
No.
Right.
That was the
Not
opposite.
the one you're looking for.
That's the exact
Yeah, I was
opposite.
looking for the one that was like, "Hey, let's all hang out and have a good time."
Exactly. Yeah. Video games. We had played a lot of NHL.
Yeah, we
On
played a lot of
Genesis.
we played a lot of GoldenEye. Let's play some GoldenEye.
Right. And made fun of each other based on our ethnicities.
Uh-huh. Yep. That was it.
Like we
Yep,
were supposed
that sounds
to.
about right.